right now. What's poppin', you know what I'm saying? We in here with my elevated family, all the boys in here, you know what I'm saying? We up in here at Death Star, you know what I'm saying? Topic of the week is how we gonna elevate as black people and what's going on, you know what I'm saying? We in the week of the Super Bowl, All-Star game, all that good stuff, and it's still whole COVID protocols going on. So, you know what I'm saying? Schools ain't open. It's President's Day right now. So, shout out to the YouTube family. Shout out to all my peoples out here watching us. We in here right now. Shout out to all my little brothers. Melee, you know what I'm saying? Daisy, JVZ, you know what I'm saying? The host with the most, you know what I'm saying? He gonna brag and boast when we start talking, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we gonna do right now. So all we gonna do is let's get into it. Let's start it off with, how we see us investing and then how we see people hating on us trying to elevate as black people. We're gonna start it out as that one. That's the real topic at hand that needs to be discussed right now.
Man, well, shit, collectively, shit, here in the Bay, I know we got a great example. I'm gonna kick it off when you said it. Feel me? This is the first thing that came to my head. Like, as a black people, it's like, it seems like as a people, when we just want to do our own thing, somebody always knocking at it. It's like they don't want to see us happy. That's where the barbecue Becky's come from. Like, if y'all don't know, like, y'all might be anywhere in the world, but at Lake Merritt, we get together on the weekends and shit in the Bay. It's a big thing, especially in Oakland. Like, people from all over come out, but Lake Merritt is one of the cool kicking spots where everybody kind of go to have a good time, but weekends really pop. A couple summers ago, some white lady was just hating. Like, that's strictly what it was. Like, you hating on black people enjoying themselves. Like, it's like, that's just one example. I don't want to take the stage. I know everybody got something to say, you feel me? But that's my first little kickoff on that, I get into investing a little later. What y'all think, though?
Like you were saying about what you called her, you said Karen or
barbecue bacon and Karen.
They
got so many names for, you feel me?
Shit, fucking around the Bay Area, you never know what we might call the white. Excuse my French, but
But don't get it wrong though. Some white people in the Bay Area is cool, but some of them,
it ain't like just everybody white bad thing.
It's a selective few.
Exactly.
Even outside of just that example, though, what y'all think? Like how people be hating on us. You feel me? Just period as a people. Stopping our progression. I feel like the systematic shit. Governments. Shit. What was it? Richard Nixon. One of the presidents said, nigga, black leaders are like the black people is the biggest threat. You feel me? They have the COINTELPRO and all that shit going. Like, it ain't.
Richard Nixon said it. Black man is the greatest threat to white civilization on earth in America. Black man in America. So you look at that thought process, and they had the Jesus programs and the CIA with the dirty tricks, and then all of that thought process, and that was all
that shit
named after
to
us.
make us an enemy towards each other.
One thing I've always felt like hella interesting, just an observation I had, it's like the Ku Klux Klan is a legal organization. You feel me? And it's like that's a legal organization that's still to this day committing acts of hate. You feel me? To our people and other groups, and it's like the Black Panthers was feeding black people, educating black people, but they was feeding all youth. It wasn't even like, just because you Mexican you can't get in or you white. Nah, if you was a youth and you was hungry, you was getting fed. So it's like y'all stop something like that, but y'all keeping this other organization going. And it's like it's groups like NAMBLA. Like NAMBLA is a pro, you feel me, pedophile advocacy group. You feel me? It's like that's a legal organization in the U.S. I just throw that out there for motherfuckers to dig into.
Let's not forget that California just made pedophilia legal this year. California passed laws in state Congress to make pedophilia legal. So it's always a whole thought process when you have what actors and entertainment is into, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is into them boys and they're into them little girls. So that's where the game gets, you know what I'm saying, thought process. So just like you were saying, it's organization for pedophilia around the world that come together and meet up, and Epstein and Potty, you know what I'm saying, meet up with the leaders of the world and got them all wearing black little bracelets, and wonder why our government officials around here wearing black little bracelets. It's ill.
Don't get too ill. but it's crazy because it's like, you know, people know more about the Super Bowl and the All-Star and this and that than they do about, like, you mentioned Ghislaine, Maxwell, and Epstein. It's like that whole trial was like a hidden trial. Like, what the fuck? They start drawing pictures and shit. They ain't even had no news people in that motherfucker. Like, what really happened? Then y'all always faking the death and shit. Like, oh, somebody just popped up dead. Like, how do the most dangerous motherfuckers in the world, just a nigga that go down for a murder, just one body, y'all not letting that nigga disappear. But a motherfucker that's international super sex trafficking
dog
nigga,
just disappear and die.
Come on, man.
Come on,
Some
man.
other shit.
Come on, man.
Like,
It makes no sense. Facts. Facts. Definitely.
Even.
Yeah, man. All and then all that shit is connected to economics, and like we were saying, the economics behind it. Them motherfuckers get rich so they can do what they want to do. They set themselves up. They pass the money. You know what I'm saying? They pass the money so they can touch little boys and they can fuck who they want to fuck and go around the world and meet new people and do new things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they really into. So we always have to acknowledge that their wealth is attached to some of the most evilest shit ever committed in history. You know what I'm saying? And the wealth gave them a pass to do it. That's why niggas doing anything to get paid and to get rich. The wealth is a created system, like JB was saying earlier, systems that's controlling us. Systematic control is the wealth was the greatest system of all control. Because people will kill their mama, sell their mama, kill their baby, sell their babies, and sell their assholes to be rich.
Even they soul.
You know what I'm saying? They sold. All of that was all in the line. Your physicality is the line of that. You know what I'm saying? You get to breaking down all that, then man, you've disattached yourself from the source. You know what I'm saying? You're just selling. You know what I'm saying? You to be used. You're the man to be used and or boy to be used or girl to be used.
It's like
that boy Ross say, and I pray you listen carefully and not become another motherfucking casualty.
Facts.
Casualty of war is POWs and it's casualties of war, man. It's like, motherfucker, it's political prisoners. I hate that too. Like, I feel like this is one way our own community, like, we tear our own self down. It's like looking down on each other by holding the European mindset as the standard or just their way of living. Or not recognizing that they have systems in place that cause our people to deal with certain hiccups. You feel me? Like that black woman that might be on the street or living a certain way, or that young girl that's combative to her mama or her granny or whatever, y'all not acknowledging the system that put those traits. They'll put those traits into her. Or that young black male that's 17 and already got a criminal record, just turned 18 and already got a felony, done been down a couple of times. Just like our own people will look down on us and shun us and hurry up and fuck them, or they this, they that. They quick to attach all the negative shit that these motherfuckers
lack of knowledge,
brotherfication,
lack of knowledge.
They throw that shit, and that hold us back.
And but that's the reason why they be hating.
That's that self-hate.
The hate they taught us to hate ourselves.
Like,
exactly.
That knowledge. You gotta,
knowledge, self-knowledge, knowledge of self. Hell yeah. Motherfuckers don't think about who we are and where we from and what we been through and what we go through every day. If a motherfucker realize that and we put that together and let that be the structure of who we are, this shit a little bit different.
I was just breaking it down to my mom's a few days ago. We was sitting at the hot tubs and shit chilling, and you feel me? And I was just telling her how the police, the government, white folks, and I'm just breaking it to you, white folks and all that shit, how
it is real. It is
how
it is.
they take out so much time of our day. The police just stopping us just because of my skin. That's like a cool 15, 20 minutes I could have been having doing something else or anything. Just because I'm black with dreads or whatever. And we get racially profiled every day, and that takes out so much time out of a black man day, and no one understands that shit. We get picked on. Cold food, we automatically bums, all that different types of stuff.
I'm gonna say too, like another thing, like throughout this, like I feel like this kind of message to all the other ethnic groups, and like I feel like even race is a kind of divider. You feel me? You can look at yourself as just a person, but at the end of the day, Like, we not finna keep giving hella disclaimers. You know, it's like as far as when we mention something, like if you're not recognizing certain shit, then you're a part of that problem because it is what it is. When we say white people, of course, if you want to be that white person that says it's not me, then take action on that. Live by that. Don't just be watching the videos and want to take fake offense or like you got Latino, Asian, whatever race or whatever you want to be because you see the realities of this world. You LGBTQ because it might be certain topics and shit we touch on that it's sensitive. It's a hot topic and you might feel away, but at the end of the day, you got to recognize what's real and what's right. It's systems and shit that push certain shit. Like I don't hate gays, I don't hate white people. It ain't that type of party. But at the end of the day, you got to recognize the shit that's in place that's is bigger than it's bigger. We not attacking nobody personal. What you doing behind the closet or all that shit don't matter to me. I'm not with you. So it's like. We gonna address what we feel it is what it is. Like we taking an observation of facts. You gotta be objective with this shit. Like if
like
you
every day, everywhere we go, it's feel like we gotta prove ourselves.
Man.
And it's not like that we are proving ourselves. It's just that we gotta prove ourselves different, just because how we're categorized. Like sometimes I be walking and I walk in the store or something, walk with a older white woman or anything, they start tucking their purse. I be like, hey, hi, how you doing, ma'am? I'm not gonna touch you. You just have a good day. You enjoy, you know. I just
certain fear that's being programmed into your mind. Like it'd be a lot of people that probably never even interacted with a black person, period, but already have that fear. I could really this is a real world example. It was a little girl that couldn't have been over 3-4 years old. I was in high school at the time. I was a junior, and me and my partner we walking back to his house after school. Chilling, walking, both doing our thing. Little girl run up to us, little white girl. She, look, mommy, look, and her mother was running behind her trying to stop her before she got to us. And it's like it was such a weird interaction, but I learned so much from it. The little girl got up to us and she pointed at me and my partner. She like, look, mommy, look, it's a black person, a robber, a killer. And her mom hurries up and grab her, like she grabbed her. Like, oh my god. And the message is just like, damn, this what y'all teaching them, like. It just really gave me the insight into what happens behind the scenes. Like I happened to, you feel me? I went down young, went through a little trial. So I kind of lived in a little white suburb area of LA. So it just, you're not gonna get that real when you in the hood. You know they out the way so they can hide how they really feel till they get older.
Hey, how you doing, man?
They taught how to fake it. You feel me? They taught how to fake it, and don't say that out loud. That's what they are. But when you get that young, kids don't lie. They going, oh shit, I see a nigga. This what y'all been teaching me. Man. And they're bad. They're robbers and they're killers. You feel me? So I learned so much from it, but it was just like it was eye opening, really. Like those type of beliefs, like those type of people. That's feel me targeting, just staying on top of it. Like that's some of the ways that groups and systems and just the world we live in target us and hate on us. You feel me? Like I feel like some of the ways we gotta invest is just more unity, working together more. You feel me? Like disconnecting from people that's not solid for our people collectively. We gotta have like a collective agreement. It's certain shit we're not gonna do. It's certain shit we're not gonna go for. We're gonna stand on certain principles collectively. You gotta sometimes take that, like whether you're a straight black man, a lesbian black woman, or it should still be we not supporting people that's not fucking with blacks. Like if you're not supporting blacks, fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you the LGBT head of the LGBT everything. If you're not fucking with black people, I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm gonna start the black shit, and we gonna still stay on some black shit, and that's just gonna be what it be.
And it ain't even no like black people trying to take over. None of that. It's just like we feel left out. You go everywhere, you see a Chinatown, you see little Mexico, they cooking up the tacos and all of that stuff.
And the cold thing. See, I was just talking to my boy about this. Before integration, before Martin Luther King in March, it was Blacktown. The number 2 money in the world, and the motherfuckers don't even recognize it. The GPA, gross national product, is black money. We give 90% of the country our money. Our money is what makes it active. See, and that's where motherfuckers don't be drawing that up.
That goes back to that unity. We got $1.6 trillion of buying power every year. That we just
so if we can alleviate that, and that's why integration was such a prosperous thing for them. Because it made us, it used to be...
They got more of our money.
Check it out. I always remember this too. In every city, it was a black bus line and a white bus line. There was a black Amtrak. So everything that was black owned, every minority went with the black shit. See, people didn't recognize that. It made us way. It made the Asians. It made us such a powerful thought process in that time period. That's why when Martin
the Negro League was hitting out the park.
Like I said, Martin Luther King said, I integrated my people into a burning house. Then 12 hours later, he was dead. So we got to draw that up. You know what I'm saying? He was there for the People's March, and that was for the people with economics.
I've been saying big thing to it. I feel like everybody got a different position to play in every, you know, like you got to play your part. And I feel like, you know, as an artist and a musician, being one of the things I do, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, I own my own business as well, but it's like we got to make more empowering music. You feel me? Like these people control. It's like the puppet master. You feel me? We seeing the artist on the bottom saying, "Fuck that bitch, shoot a nigga up, nigga, I'm a gangster. Fuck what you talking about." But really, it's a reason for that. It's a reason why them the only songs that's blowing up the most. Like it's a reason.
The narrative.
You feel me?
They pushing that like back what you were saying
earlier.
Hella
high. They pushing like it's hella
pushing
music
against each other, so we
like,
can separate.
In the beginning of hip hop, that shit was real revolutionary music, and then it started. It was like a divide at a certain point. It was gangster rap and it was conscious rap.
Check it out. And grab that medallion off the Darth Vader right there. Grab that medallion off the Darth Vader.
It's like the gangster rap took over and then it turned to something different.
Check it. Hold on. Grab that whole Darth Vader. Oh, yeah. Grab the whole thing. There's a reason why it is like that. All right, now put that in front of you. Sit that and turn it around. So in hip hop, how hip hop used to start, how hip hop started, it was like, just like in Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? He got that universal Zulu Nation charm on. Zulu Nation helped start hip hop. Africa Bambaataa, all that. Now it's had a bad turn. You know what I'm saying? I was part of that organization. Deeply part of the organization when it was at its good. You know what I'm saying? But just like hip hop and Star Wars, if you don't know, Darth Vader was Anakin. Anakin was the chosen one. He's a little kid. Found somewhere in the motherfucker on Tatooine. They found him, the chosen one. They brought him back. They taught him, you know what I'm saying, uplifting him. The chosen one went bad. It's just like how hip hop, at its root, it's the coldest thing of all time. It's the most elevated. It's America's #1 exported product, and most people don't know that. It's the most exported product in America. It's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So when people be like, oh, they're going to buy this type of music. If it don't got hip-hop in it, sorry, homie. I don't know what you're talking about. They ain't buying it. That's the world. So economics look like that. You know what I'm saying? Globally, it's us. So when we think about the root of where we came from, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, at the beginning of it, it was like it was the Jedis. You know what I'm saying? They was good. They was fighting for freedom. They was fighting for what's good. They was pulling out swords. They play fancy. The shit was fresh. Niggas using words like the Force. You know what I'm saying? The shit was fly. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, niggas became the emperor. You know what I'm saying? Became Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? Niggas all want to flex. Want to flex in front of poor motherfuckers. The beginning of it, them niggas would beat these niggas' asses if it was you take them old niggas and made them young again, and they went to this time period. It'd be a beat. That's why it's crazy that we had the only music industry that young niggas say old heads. You don't recognize in rock and roll, in jazz, nothing else. Them niggas come out, there's a bunch of young white people at all them concerts. Motherfuckers don't ever recognize that. They don't have that. We had that because young motherfuckers be mad they ain't making positive music.
But and I feel that's also part of the divide. Like,
no. They, of course. You know, and it, like we said, divide and conquer. They gonna always divide and conquer. They want the shit to stay divided. If you keep the young not aligned with the old, they ain't gonna make a type of music. They ain't never heard it. Can't blame a nigga who ain't never heard it, who ain't never got put on this game, ain't never woo. That's why when I be here, I'm always like, this is how it be a cycle. Because the crack era niggas stood so dominant. They helped push what was negative. So here, a lot of niggas OGs is the crack era niggas. The Black Panther niggas kind of disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
That was systematic.
And that was systematic. They set it up. They set it up to be that way. The niggas who had the biggest impact on black culture in America from Oakland, that is rarely shown. I know we just had Black Panther Week. My brothers was just here. Wu Chairman and was showing the movie, all that, and it was not thousands of Oakland people out there, and they was doing it for free, and that shit cost money. And they set up a drive-through. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So when you add that up, we have to add it up. Why that happened? Crack got created here. Why did crack get created here? Because the Panthers came from here. The average nigga can't tell me that. I've had so much. Bro, why California got the strictest? California got the most liberal laws in the world, but got the strictest gun laws. Remember, I've been saying that forever. Yeah, because the Black Panthers. Every time I say it, because the Black Panthers, it's the realest shit of all time. They got California got the strictest gun laws in the world, but has the most liberal laws besides that. Because the Black Panthers was following the police. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't recognize that. Was following the police. Strapped. Was standing at City Hall. Strapped. Was at government in Sacramento. Strapped. You know what I'm saying? Like that made the laws in America has been changed because of that. That's why, and motherfuckers don't recognize niggas didn't have school breakfast nowhere ever. Black Panthers did that. Women, infant and children, that was started by the Black Panthers. That's Huey P. Newton Stokely. You know what I'm saying? They duplicated. They actually they stole the name. They did all the shit. Don't forget, them niggas was in college, so that shit was never their own property. That's another thing that we don't add up. The Panthers created all that shit when they was in college. A lot of them was at college. It was at UCSF when they was creating all of it. They really don't own the property of it. That's why motherfuckers, because anything that's created in college, if you go to them schools, it's theirs. I recognize that from going to be in school, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, technically, they own that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you a scholarship student. That's all theirs. You know what I'm saying? All granting and funding and have created some of the greatest things in the history of America, and motherfuckers own no patents on it. The colleges own patents on it.
That'd be a lot of the ways they exploit us, though.
That's exploit.
I go back to that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like, like, just collectively, like, we need more unity.
It's a choice, though, at the end of the day. College is a choice.
For sure. You know, we gotta constantly educate ourselves no matter what. I feel like that's one thing we gotta do. Is constantly educate ourselves, you know, as a people, like, know our history, and it's like, don't let them paint the picture or tell the story. You know, that's one of the ways, like, cause it's so many battlefields that we fight in this war on. You know, we got the mental battle, we got the financial battle, the spiritual battle. They got us believing in their shit. Some of us don't even know our shit. We don't know our roots. It's just so many things. It's like, we got to take those things, and when you do know something, you got to apply that pressure to help each one teach one, sharpen everybody up around you, take action, build our wealth, build this, build that. Like, come together and not selling out, like, help the people around you build that strong value system, because everybody environment was different coming up.
Facts.
Like, they might have only been around snake shit and picked up a couple snake ass traits. You might be observant. They might not do it with you, but you just might gotta let them know sometimes. Like, it takes checking the people around you and letting them know when they out of pocket. That's one of the ways we build each other up. Like, if you just letting the fuck shit slide, that's bad. Like,
you only as strong as your weakest link.
Niggas don't come around me, man.
Hey, come on.
You only got so long before it become a whole.
Before we bump heads, like, it's like, like, yo, kid, I gotta back up, like. And it's like, that's one thing you might have to do as a person, as an individual, cut certain people off or just give them distance so they grow more. Like, this shit, man, like,
life.
What y'all think, dog? Like,
Millie, what you gotta say,
people want to
nigga?
hear from Millie.
Man, Millie, what you got to say?
Hear what's up with DZ, man. Like, the question ain't just for us, you know what I'm saying?
Put you on the spot.
Cause that's one of the ways, man. We gotta live this shit. Like, you gotta empower each other. Your voice matter too, and I know you got game. We have our one-on-ones all the time.
I really feel like we're talking about,
like, just like, I guess this more of the way, just like how we can build our people up. Like, like.
We pointing out the flaws and we pointing out the realness and shit, so we can be aware of this shit, so we can help build each other.
Yeah, like what you see what you could bring to invest in our people, and what you need to see out of us to help to invest in us. Feel me?
I feel like what we really could do is, like, instead of looking down at a lot of people too, we could pull them up. You see what I mean? Like, at least bring them to a certain level to where they seeing clearer and get better understanding that, you feel me, like how a person should live and move their life. I'm not saying like a person, it's a set way a motherfucker should live their life, but it is certain energies that you put into that will only bring you fucked up or turmoil, you know what I'm saying, shit in your life.
Most people shit got certain results, like, you know what I'm saying?
And some people really don't even like pay attention to a lot of shit like that. Like, I be looking at like people who be homeless and they be happy as fuck. Some people be, you feel me, like they be happy, nigga, but cause they ain't gotta worry about none of that other shit. So it really be about perception. You know what I'm saying? Also, how you look at life.
It's always about perception.
Yeah. So you feel me? I feel like another way we could build each other up is by having these type of conversations too. You know what I'm saying? Like getting everybody's opinion, because it's really like no right or wrong. It's all about just coming together and building. That's all it is.
Two-step.
In a lot of places we don't have these conversations. We talk about the next trend and shit. And shit like that. That's what I feel like.
Mama told me I need therapy, she probably right.
We gon' end
What you
this
know
one
about
out.
the 20 funds and passing kites? What you know about the other states and catching flights? What you really know about the cold nights? I done really had a cold life. I done really had to blow pipes. I done really had to mask up. I had to really run it up and get my cash up. I made a promise to myself when I was in that shell. I said if I don't never quit, then I'll never fail. So when shit get hard, I don't never stop. That's probably why I'm still here when I got shot. That's how I still became a man out here with no pops. That's how I came up with a plan when I was on the block. So if you love me, little lady, then pray for me. Take time for me to trust, just wait.
I've been grinding so long, made a way for me.